Hello everyone. In this video we're going to work on the wall damage that was caused by my recliner, and there's a few things you'll need. I have a half gallon of kilts. Actually it's a lot less than there's just things we use. Some spackling. I use this pink one because it goes on pink and then when it dries up it turns white, so I know it's ready to be sanded down. It takes a little longer but it doesn't crack because it dries slower. That little silver can you see, I didn't have paint, so I chipped off a piece of the stuff that's fallen off the wall, took it to Home Depot, and they color matched it for me. Hopefully it will be an identical match. I have a putty knife, a decent paintbrush. You don't want a crappy paintbrush because you'll leave bristles on the wall. And then a sander. I'm using a 300 grit sandpaper on this, but depending on your damage, if it's worse than mine, you might need something a little harder and then transition into something of higher grit. So let's get started. You want to start sanding this first just to get all the little chips and stuff off the wall. That should be good enough. I don't know what other people out there do, but usually I go about a little bit above it, a little bit around it, just so that I can transition it and make it seamless. Next, I'm going to wash it down with a damp rag. That's one of the things I have in the picture. You don't want any of the powder in there that'll prevent the putty or the paint from adhering into the wall. Next is the putty. Put it on with this one, and then I scrape it with the whiter one. And this does not have to be perfect. You're going to come back and sand that down once it's dry. So that's pink. Now I just have to let it dry. We'll be back. Looks like it is dry now. So let's smooth it out. This is where you take the wet rag. If you close your eyes and rub your hand across it, you should be able to feel any edges. I don't feel any. You're going to feel wavy walls. There's nothing you can do about that. There's no such thing as a perfectly straight wall. But you want to make sure you hit these edges so that when you paint it, it's seamless. So we're ready to paint. Or primer at least first. Okay, we're ready to open the paint. I want to show you something. I did a video on this once. If you soak the brush in water for about 5 minutes before you paint, the bristles absorb the water and not the paint. Painter told me once that the reason the paintbrushes get so hard is because the paint is absorbed by the bristles. So if you soak it in water first, they absorb water and it makes it a lot easier to clean and maintains that brush. Okay, this is ready to go. And then for primer, I always use kilts. Again, this is not being sponsored by anybody. It's just what I use because it works for me. So let's start painting. Make sure you shook off as much of the water as you can off the paintbrush. And normally I don't work out of a bucket. I mean, I work out of a little bucket of paint, not the can. But in this case, it's a small job. So I'll do it quick and won't give it a chance to dry. when you're done with the paintbrush, make sure you wash it off right away. Again, if you soaked it in water, it's going to be really easy to clean. You want to do this right away because if the paint dries outside of the bristles, it doesn't matter how much you soak them, the paint's not going to come off. And warm water is the best. And once you have no more paint coming out, shake it off as much as you can and let it sit and dry, sort of dry. You don't have to let it dry all the way before the paint. But we're ready to paint now, as soon as the primer dries. Okay, the primer's dry, we're ready to paint. Again, this is a small job, so I'm using right from the little can, but if your job is a little bigger, I suggest you cover the paint so that you don't get dry chunks later if you use it again for touch-ups like this. I am not a professional painter, so I don't even know if I'm brushing right, but we can go with the Daniel San Karate Kid, up and down. And again, I go a little bit past the work so that it's seamless. Okay, I believe that is it. We let it dry and we'll see how it turns out. Let's back it up a little so we can see the whole wall. I did put a little fan in front of it just to dry it a little faster. And there you go, seamless. Hopefully this will help someone repair the damage that was done to your wall by your recliner.